Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to the honorable judges. My name is Rizky Ramadan Said Zenida, and I'm honored to stand here as the most outstanding student from Universitas Padjadjaran. Today, I'd like to deliver a persuasive speech about SDG number 3, good health and well-being, and how we can work together to achieve it, particularly in the fight against tuberculosis or TB. Let me begin with a simple question. How many of us have ever gone to the doctor for something preventable, like a childhood vaccine, a persistent cough, or even do a routine medical checkup? If you have, then you are fortunate, because in many parts of the world, especially in my home country, millions of people don't even realize that they are sick. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 40% of global tuberculosis cases remain undiagnosed or untreated. They never reach a hospital, and even when they do, the treatment often comes too late. Tuberculosis, or TB, is a deadly airborne disease caused by the bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which primarily affects the lungs. And despite being curable, it still kills over 1.5 million people annually. That's one death every 20 seconds. In Indonesia, TB is not just present, it is deeply rooted. We are the second highest country in the world for TB prevalence, and by March 2025, Indonesia had already recorded 889,000 cases. This is not just a statistic, it is a national loss happening every single day. But our biggest barrier is not only medicine, but also social. A national study in 2022 showed that over 40% of Indonesians believe TB occurs or hereditary illness. This stigma leads to fear, silence, and dangerous vaccine hesitancy. The BCG vaccine had been widely used, but mainly protects the infants. That's why now we turn to the M72 vaccine. The M72 vaccine has already shown great promise in India, where it reduced the high-risk population and is currently undergoing clinical trials in Indonesia. These trials is not a rush, it is scientifically rigorous, monitored by the World Health Organization and led by Universitas Padjadjaran in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. So if the science is so strong, why is still many rejection? Because people don't yet understand. No one explained it clearly, calmly, and early enough. Indonesia is a TB endemic country and one of the Southeast Asia most visited destinations. Millions travelers domestically and internationally every year, many unaware they are crossing into high transmission areas. Travelers become high-risk population. Imported cases happen unknowingly, and yet there is no structured public communication about this risk. Therefore, I propose a new approach. What if we don't wait people to come to the clinics? What if we embed the vaccine literacy into the platforms they use, into the apps they open, the tickets they book, and the places they visit? Now, imagine this. Before finishing a book on Traveloka, Ticket.com, Klook, Pergi-Pergi, or Agoda, you will receive a simple informative prompt about an interactive map of TB endemic zones in Indonesia, clear and concise education about TB and the M72 vaccine to reduce fear and stigma, risk alert tailored to destination, and a list of nearby puskesmas for screening and vaccination before departure or during the trip. And it doesn't stop there. These features can extend to airports, hotels, bus terminals, and shopping malls. With this innovation, we will improve public understanding of TB and the vaccines, educate travelers before exposure, and reduce TB transmission across regions. Because if someone can book a flight under 1 minute, they can also learn how to save life in that same minute. And yes, we can end TB, and it begins by bridging knowledge to the front lines of our everyday lives. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.